Welcome back to the Gobby Gaffer. We need to have a little word. We've been and gone and done a giant killing. Real Madrid. And not only that, you know this goalkeeper buffoonery? We've had another one. But this time, it worked for us. So bearing in mind, Real Madrid were top of the league when this happened. Applecamp, lovely work down that left-hand side. Fires the ball in. We're 1-0 up. And then, well, you have to watch this. A big hoof out from our keeper, over the top. Delict, what's the goalkeeper doing? Oh my word. And what I didn't tell you there was, we were down to 10 men. We've just beaten Real Madrid 2-0 when they were top of the league with 10 men and some goalkeeper buffoonery on Real Madrid's part. Do I need to eat my words? Maybe I do. Have you caught your breath yet? While you're doing it, let's have a look at what's been going on. It's quite exciting at the moment. So after you were last with me, threw in a little friendly, nice 6-0 win, just to keep the players on the toes. And then we played at Elche. Should have been a very comfortable win, that one, at home. It was a 2-2 draw. I've decided to change the tactic. I'm going to change the tactic for next season. I thought, you know what, let's change it now. We're in Europe of some description. Let's change it now. Let's get the players used to it. So we are playing a tiki-taka now. I've set 3 tactics up. There's a tiki-taka, a gegenpress, and something like a control possession or a counter-attacking one when we playing, you know, like bigger teams. But anyway, so let's go on. So after I changed everything, we played at Gijon away from home. They were bottom of the league. They were winning 1-0. But I stepped it up. We beat them 2-1 in the end. Then, of course, that Real Madrid game, and that will last very, very long in the memory, let me tell you. A 2-0 win, absolutely amazing. Of course, then by now we are playing this new tactic. So we're playing this tiki-taka. The lads have taken to it really, really well. They've stopped giving the ball away. Everything looks nice and fluid. Real Hispalis. A 5-0 spanking. Absolutely brilliant. Another little friendly in there, 3-1 against Rochester. Then we played Atletico Madrid, and we played really, really well in this one. And Atletico Madrid, right late in the game, they got nicked 2 goals. I think we were getting a little bit tired with our small squad. More about that shortly. We got beat 2-0, but no disgrace. I'm not unduly worried about that. Real San Sebastian, we were losing again 1-0 in this game. Came back to win it 2-1. And then we played Barcelona. I decided to go to one of the other tactics, more of a control possession, counter-attacking, a little bit more of a low block. And we were actually 1-1 in that game. Right till the end of the game, let me tell you, in about the 93rd minute, Thiago Thomas missed an absolute sitter. Could have won us the game. And the ball went straight up the other end. And Barcelona broke all our hearts and scored the winner 2-1. So we actually have 2 games left of the season now. We have a home game against Almeria and an away game against Levante. So as things stand now, I think we've all played the same amount of games. Yes, we have. We're in 4th place, 36 games played, 69 points. We have actually had the email. We've qualified for the Europa League. There was a stage where we could qualify for the Champions League, and we may still do that depending on how these results go. I don't know how we'll do in the Champions League. I think Europa League's going to be a stretch, but you know what? At the moment, we're the 4th best team in Spain. We've just beaten Real Madrid, very, very narrowly beaten by Barcelona. Who knows what could happen? And with an eye on the squad for next season, so generally, I normally wait till the end of the season, wait till the transfer window, then start looking. But what I've noticed is a lot of the really good players and the players that you would want to have another look at, they've all got transfer arranged already. So I did a little bit of digging myself. I picked up 4 players for nothing, all on free transfers. A sweeper keeper, a left-footed centre-back. I've been looking for one of those and couldn't find one. Churlinov is coming in as a winger on that left-hand side. And we've got a Portuguese lad, Marcus Paulo. We'll have a look at all of those when they come in. But I have got 4 transfers already arranged. And I'm really happy with the work that I've done. It's not costing us a single penny. So with an eye on the budgets that are going to come out very shortly, we still have 26 million in the bank, a transfer budget of 17 million and a wage budget of 713,000. We're about 160, 170,000 under that. I'm expecting a bit of a transfer budget, but bear in mind, I've already signed 4 players for absolutely nothing. And we are going into the end of the season with money in the bank, and we will get money for finishing 4th or 5th, depending which it is. So without further ado, let's get stuck into these last 2 games. I don't think they're hugely important. If we don't get the right results in them, I'm not going to be unduly unhappy. It's a positive episode, this one. I'm properly cheered up by the Real Madrid result and the goalkeeper Buffoonery that for once worked in our favour. And we got a giant killing as well, which again for once worked in our favour. Let's get stuck into these last 2 games and let's see what flavour of European football we're going to get for next season. Well, welcome along for the last home game of the season, and we are playing the number 1 tactic. So number 1 tactic is a custom tiki-taka, number 2 is a gegenpress, and number 3 is a counter-attacking system for when we need to play a little bit more conservative. But we're going for it today. They're playing with an inverted wing back on their left hand side, so we're going to chuck stuff down our right hand side. So Gendry is going to play a complete wing back attacking, and Scott is playing the inside forward attacking. So hopefully we can push them down that right hand side. So the team is Karnasecchi in goal, back 4 of Fernandez, Niakate, Williams and Gendry. We've got Franjic as the ball winning midfield player. Scott has had to push out onto the right hand side today, so Bernabé and Bodo are playing in the centre. Appelkamp is playing on the left hand side, and we've got Azon up front, who is actually scoring a few goals again. Hopefully he can do it today. So I've been playing with a lot of injuries in the squad. There's about 6 players coming back. Reece Williams there, that far post corner now, he's really starting to work. Reece Williams there, that's his 2nd goal in 2 or 3 games now. Nice in-swinging corner there. Reece Williams, there's 3 of them there, so at least one of them should get it. We're 1-0 up, and like I say, we've got about 6 players now on fitnesses today. That's why Scott's playing out on the right. But at least it gives Bernabé and Bodo a chance in midfield together. But we do need to try and keep it tight now. Let's see what we can do with this. So we're playing with a mid-block today. A mid-block, you say? We're playing with a mid-block. But we've just been beaten down our left-hand side there. Ball into the box. That's played out, but it goes straight to their player again. He throws the ball back into the mixer, and they do get the equaliser, so not ideal. So we're back to 1-1. We are conceding a few goals, but then, like I say, I'm not unduly worried. We are learning a new tactic here, and it will take us some time to get us used to that tactic. But the idea of coming into this season with the counter-attacking system that we had, like custom control possession, I thought first season back in the La Liga, we need to try and keep it tight. And it's actually served us really well. And there's Reece Williams again with his 2nd header from a corner. These far post corners are really working well for us at the moment. This is a lovely in-swinger again, and Reece Williams once again gets up there. So I think we're just gonna drop to cautious a little bit now, just to take us up to half time. We have yet, however, to score a goal from a free kick. So Bernabé here, what can he do with this? And that gets saved by the keeper as per usual. So yeah, the tactic for this season has worked an absolute treat. But I do think now with the ball playing players that we have in the, like Alex Scott, for instance, and we're going to add to the squad. I've already signed 4 players. We're going to add to that squad. I do think we're capable of playing a tiki-taka or a gegenpress now. Hopefully next season we'll do even better than we've done this season. But then we are going to be in Europe. Right, we're controlling possession. So let's just leave it at that. We're 2-1 ahead. We are playing a little bit cautiously now. We've had 5 shots, 4 on target, XG of 0.54. We're not ripping up any trees. But like I say, we are still getting used to this. Another corner. Can we make it a hat-trick? No, we can't. Unfortunate, but never mind. Scotty there. He's in the penalty area. And Alex Scott there absolutely burst the net from close range with 3-1 up. And little Scotty there, absolutely brilliant player. Whether we're going to be able to keep hold of him, I don't know. I think he's worth, well, he was, when we bought him, he was worth about 28 million, I think. Whether his value will have gone up, I don't know. He's now playing as a 4.5-star player now. I would have thought his value would have definitely gone up. Well, we're 3-1 ahead. As long as we can keep hold of players like Alex Scott, I think next season bodes really well. 66 minutes, 4 changes. Adingra has come on the left wing. Thiago Thomas coming back off injuries, come on the right wing. And we've also brought De Los Santos and Sousa on in the middle of the park. Let's just see if we can consolidate now. We are still playing on a cautious mentality, so the lads are not going to do anything outrageous, hopefully. We are moving into the 80th minute now, 3-1 ahead. I mean, whether this result will guarantee us Champions League football, I don't know. Depends what Sevilla have done. They're the team that are chasing us at the moment. And believe it or not, I'm just pinching myself here. I mean, after the last episode, you're going to be thinking, oh my word, has he changed his tune? Well, I have a bit, yes. I mean, sometimes you have to hold your hands up and I mean, maybe it was a bit over the top last episode. But this episode, well done, lads. Your performance has secured our qualification for the UEFA Champions League. We're in the Champions League for next season. What is going on? That's absolutely brilliant. And there's the league table. It looks like we are going to finish in, we could even finish in 3rd yet, depending on what Atletico Madrid do. I mean, we've got a really good goal difference of 31. But we've 72 points with 1 game to play. And I think it's safe to say we've exceeded all expectations with double bells on, really. I'll see you in the dugout for the last game of the season. OK, hot off the press, the board has set initial budgets. Let's have a quick look, shall we? And I have to say, slightly disappointed. The wage budget has gone up very slightly, 725,000. Transfer budget, 18.75 million. Very disappointing. There was already 17 million in there. They've added $1 million to it. I think that's pretty shocking. But it is what it is. We're going into the Champions League. We're not going to win the Champions League, but if we can have a good run and consolidate our position in La Liga. Anyway, let's get stuck into this last game. We've only got the 1 game to play. We know we know what's going to happen, whether we win, lose or draw. Let's just get stuck into it, shall we? Okay, last game of the season. We're away at Levante. 1 or 2 little changes. Carnasecchi in goal, back for Fernandez, Niakate, Williams and Gendry. We have a midfield 3 of Bernabé, Scott back as the deep line playmaker with De Los Santos getting a run out as the ball winning midfield player. Appelkamp keeps his place on the left. Tech Petty, who has actually done okay when he's come on. He gets a run out on the right wing with Azon as the pressing forward. So the first highlight is a Levante highlight. It's a goal. That wasn't ideal, was it? So we're 1-0 down. I mean, I have to say, if we'd have got a win today and Atletico Madrid would have lost, bearing in mind they're playing Gijon, who are bottom of the league, so they're not going to lose it. But we could have actually nicked that third spot, which would have meant we were the third best team in Spain. Some achievement, that. Okay, I've just pushed the lads a little bit further forward and I've upped the tempo a little bit. We've actually not had a shot on goal yet in this game. But nicely won back there by Scotty. We're going to start calling him Scotty. So Scotty, my boy, Ivan Azon there, picks the ball up. They've got plenty of players in defence, but we have got players streaming into the penalty area. And that is a very, very poor ball. But it is going to be picked up by De Los Santos. What can he do with this? Scotty now, a ball out. In fact, if you just flick that around the corner, you had a player on the right hand side there. But never mind. De Los Santos with the ball again. Ball forward to Bernabe. Ivan Azon. Back to Scotty on the right hand side. Scotty lad. Lovely ball. Gendry into Ivan Azon in the back of the net. The flag is up. So it's as you were. We're losing 1-0. So as per usual, it's going to VAR. Disallowed. Could have told you that 10 minutes ago, ref. Yep, we don't need to see that again. So we've still not had any shots in this game at all. Quite a poor performance, but then we've done what we needed to do this season with treble bells on even. Now, are you going to disallow that one, referee? No, you're not. Ivan Azon there with a really smart finish. A really nice turn and a smart finish. Let's just have a quick look at that one again. So the ball from Gendry into Bernabe. Lovely ball into Ivan Azon. And he turns left-footed into the back of the net. And it's 1-1. And we've now had one shot on target. So we're moving to half time, and I'm just going to say we've been the better team here. Keep doing what you're doing. Appelkamp is looking as though he is who we're going to bring on? He's injured. Serrano or Adringa. We'll give Adringa a run out, I think, and but we will make him a winger, attacking winger. I think we'll do it that way round. Anybody else not playing well? Tech Petty again, so he has played okay and he has got an overall rating of 7.42, but not in this game. Couple of changes then, so Thiago Thomas comes on. We've changed both our wingers. Let's see if we can actually finish the season off in style and get those 3 points. De Los Santos here. I mean, can this corner work again? Whoa, and we've hit the post or the crossbar there. Frame of the goal anyway with that corner. De Los Santos is going to have a shot straight into the keeper's arms. 7 shots, 4 on target now is the state of play. We do have the ball though on that side there. Ivan Azon. Can Gendry do something with this? He's gone very, very wide with it. He's going to have to pass that back in. Scotty's got the ball. Lovely ball in. And yes! Second bite of the cherry. Ivan Azon with his 19th goal of the season. So he's obviously picked up in the last few weeks. He wasn't doing that well, but that's a very, very good return, and I'm quite happy with that. I think we are going to look for another striker, but that was a shame that, but he got it in the second bite of the cherry. Keeper parried the first one, and we got the ball in the back of the net. So we are just going to drop to a cautious mentality now. Last 3 changes, 77 minutes. Bodo, Souza and Franjic have all come on, that midfield 3 now. Some nice fresh legs in there. We're playing on a cautious mentality. Hopefully we can carry this through. But it has been quite an even game. Bodo now flirts the ball into the box. And hopefully, yeah, Adingra will get onto that. Adingra now, what's he going to do with this ball? Nice little turn ball there to Thiago Thomas. Vasco Souza now has not had a lot of game time this season, but he's not really settled in very well. Hopefully next season he will see more game time and will settle in better. And that is in the back of the net from Adingra. 1 minute he's on the right wing, playing the ball around. The next thing you know, he's on the other wing, putting the ball in the back of the net. It's now 3-1 and the points are all ours, unless some buffoonery happens. 4 minutes of time added on. Little bit of pressure here. The ball's headed out. It's coming straight back at us though. The ball is in the back of the net and Karnasici is injured. But we do manage to hold on for a 3-2 win, and it's a bit of a shame that we don't get to see the players doing a lap of honour, because my word, do they deserve a lap of honour, and they deserve the praise of every single supporter. And with that is the season finished, and what a tremendous season that has been. We finished 4th with the 4th best team in La Liga, 75 points. Atletico Madrid did win their last game, but Gijon, who came up with us, got relegated, bottom of the league. Las Palmas actually put a bit of a run together, so they finished 13th with 44 points. So maybe they will build on that for next season. But 3 relegated teams, Pamplona, Elche and Gijon. Well, I have to decide where I'm going to go and spend my 18 million. It's not a lot, is it? Seeing as we're in the Champions League, I had kind of decided quite a few games ago I was maybe going to run on a smaller squad. Seems to make a lot more sense, because then you don't get too many players that are disgruntled. But now we're in the Champions League, I am going to have a 25-man squad. So the 4 players that I've already signed, they'll be coming in. Whether we bring some loan players in, I don't know. Where I'm going to spend my 18 million, I don't know. We have got a really good goalkeeper coming in, so I've got 2 good goalkeepers there. I think we could do with a quality striker now to put the ball in the back of the net like Lorenzo Luca did. Anyway, I'm going to leave it there, and that's been a brilliant season. It's been a brilliant episode, a little bit more positive than the last episode if you watched that one. So let me just say thanks for watching. Please give me a like, please subscribe. If you've liked what you've seen, then this channel kind of needs to grow a little bit quicker if at all possible. So we'll see you next time. I'm going to do some off-camera signings, sign some new staff members, I think. Obviously we need some new players, and we'll come back very, very shortly. I'll show you exactly what I've done, and obviously the players that I sign now have to fit into this new tactic and formation. 3 variations thereof, but at least the lads know now what's expected of them next season, and the new players that come in, I can actually sign players now to fit into that tactic. And if we could get through to I don't know, can we get through to the last 16 in the Champions League? Who knows? Depends who we get. Okay, I'm going to leave it there, like I say, and we'll see you next time. And it's very, very exciting times here at Espanyol, and yes, we are going to do one more season before the FM24 official release next Tuesday. I think we'll probably run over a little bit with this save, but then we'll be into the new grassroots to goal boot save, and that's kind of a must watch really, because I'll start off with a lower league team. I'm not going to say who yet, and then try and climb up the managerial ladder and use all my knowledge and my know-how to try and get that team up the leagues, maybe move club if clubs come in for me, all of that kind of thing. I don't need to tell you how it all works. But like I say, we'll see you next time, and we're going to have one more season with Espanyol. Thanks for watching.